Will Obama replace Washington on the $1 bill? Did Hurricane Harvey carry a trailer house over 100 miles with a family inside? Are Cadbury products contaminated with HIV? What's in common between all these articles? They're fake news. Good morning. My name is Moncef Slimani.
And I'm Mounib, and we're going to spot fake news on the internet, and we're going to show you how to do the same, so that you can finally differentiate fake news from real news.
Firstly, we need to understand that news are becoming more and more important in our lives, as overall media consumption has increased immensely over time since the introduction of motion pictures to this new era of social networks and the internet. With new mobile devices and new platforms, such as Facebook, news and information are at the tips of our fingers. In fact, by 2017, 2/3 of the American public and adults got their news from social media.
Yet, these new structures, since the dawn of the 21st century, have become easily accessible to the masses, rendering the American people a prey for fake news. For example, a recent survey has shown that almost 18% of the respondents has seen a fake news at least once a day on social media websites. These fake news divert the information to the interests so that they can manipulate our minds.
So, fake news, what are they exactly? A real neologism, a recent term that simply refers to fabricated news. This type of information found in traditional news, social networks, and fake news websites have no basis in fact, but are presented as being factually accurate. Michael Radutsky, a producer of CBS 60 Minutes, said his show considers fake news to be stories that are fabricated, have a huge impact on the culture and society, and are consumed by millions of people.
So, really tired of getting trapped by false informations and lies? Here are 10 steps to protect and shield yourself from fake news. Check the source. Do you know the source? Does it seem legit? First, check the URL. If it seems weird and ends with .co, mind your steps.
Second step, explore the source. The concerned article may seem plausible, but other news and stories will tell the source integrity. So beware if you find yourself with animal rainy news or extravagant celebrity scandals.
Third step, this one is quite apparent. Always check if major media outlets are sharing the same information that you have found. Just have a quick search on the internet and you will see if the New York Times or the BBC are running it.
Fourth step, this one is really paramount as well nowadays. Always do a quick search on the author. Are they what they claim to be? Are they even real to begin with?
Fifth and final step, if the news seems too appealing or too sensitive, check if there's any disclaimers on the website. Some of them have disclaimers that clearly inform the reader that it's satirical news.
Suitably, take notes of these very reliable media outlets, both in the Anglosphere and the French-speaking world, hailing from the British government, the British Broadcasting Corporation, or commonly known as BBC. And finally, completely independent media outlets such as the Telegraph and the Associated Press.
For the francophones, some of the most reliable media outlets are France Info and Radio France, hailing from the French government. Also the very well-known Le Monde, and the AFP, also called Agence France Presse, which is a very serious and independent news organization.
On the other hand, many websites have been confirmed as being completely unreliable and untrustworthy amongst the public. On such lists, Nord Presse in France, Empire News, The Onion, and InfoWars in the United States.
For example, let's take a look at this news. Apparently, President Obama has signed an executive order banning the Pledge of Allegiance in all American schools. So let's follow our steps to check the legitimacy of this news. First, we can notice that this news doesn't seem very legitimate because it actually imitates the name of the famous media outlet ABC News, and the URL of the website ends with a .co. Secondly, by exploring the website, we can notice that they publish other sorts of polemic articles, and moreover, by searching this news on the internet, we can see that none of the major media outlets shares the same information. Also, by searching the name of the author on Google, we actually see that his name refers to different sorts of meme, so he doesn't even exist. By the way, this article is way too polemical. This is probably a fake news made to defend special political beliefs.
On the other hand, let's explore real valid information. Facing the deadly attack that struck Florida, the Republican governor is calling for a range of measures to prevent further shootings from happening. Now, let us apply our various steps to determine the legitimacy of this upcoming reform. Firstly, we know very well, judging from the website's link and layout, that it's a very legit and major media outlet, in this case being the National Public Radio. Secondly, being a major media outlet, the website fully shares real news surrounding the United States and the world. Finally, if we Google the article's main headline, we can find that other major media outlets are tweeting the same information, in this case the Washington Post, New York Times, the Business Insider, or even CBS News. On the other hand, the website grants our final step by providing a direct link should the author verify Twitter account with its verified identity and contributions. Finally, in this age of information, a mere article could change the way millions perceive the world around them, or even put our democracies and liberties at stake.
While the threat still persists, the little you can do is prevent your surrounding from falling into this new form of plague and propaganda. And to further our message, we invite you to answer meticulously to the quiz you're about to receive. Thank you very much, and stay cautious on fake news.